Actors, celebrities, artists calling for a ceasefire in Gaza while the Palestinian movement calls for more bloodshed around the world. Good job, Guy Pearce. You grew up in Victoria, Australia, the same state where a synagogue was recently firebombed and turned to ashes by pro-Palestinian supporters. So why don't we take a closer look at the meaning behind that little red pin you chose to showcase at the Golden Globes. On October 12, 2000, 2 Israeli reservist soldiers accidentally entered into Ramallah, one of the largest Palestinian cities in the West Bank. They were detained by police and they were quickly taken into custody. Rumors quickly spread that 2 Israelis were being held at the police station. A crowd of Palestinian civilians gathered and began calling and chanting for the immediate murder of these 2 Jewish men. The Palestinian police eventually withdrew and allowed the mob of Palestinian civilians to gain control of the room. The same room where Yossi Abrahami and Vadim Nusrit were being held captive. And what did these Palestinian civilians do? They brutally murdered the 2 men in cold blood. Yossi and Vadim were beaten, stabbed, and their bodies were completely mutilated in a variety of gruesome ways. Some reports even indicate that their hearts had been taken out of their bodies. So now let's take a closer look at this pin that Guy Pearce was wearing, and maybe you can begin to understand the symbolism that's being presented. The red hand symbol was made infamous from this image that was taken during this horrific event. Pictured is a young Arab Palestinian man named Aziz Salha. Aziz showed off his blood-stained hands through the window of the very room where Yossi and Vadim had just been murdered. The blood on his hands was not his own. It was the blood of Jews. You can see the joy and the smile on Aziz's face. But this image should now act as an uncomfortable reminder of what the word intifada actually means from an Arab-Palestinian perspective. The desire to spill Jewish blood again. After serving only 11 years of a life sentence, Salha was actually released in 2011 as part of a prisoner exchange deal for the Israeli soldier Gilad Shalit. He was transferred to Gaza, where he continued to be involved in militant activities. In October of 2024, Salha finally met his end. The IDF stated that he had been involved in directing terrorist activities in recent years. Just your average Palestinian in Gaza, I guess. So next time you hear the word intifada or globalized intifada, or you see another uneducated celebrity do a PR stunt like our friend Guy Pearce, now you know who wants blood on their hands. The same ones who wanted blood on their hands during the first intifada, the second intifada, and the 7th of October 2023. That's the Palestinians. This little pin has absolutely nothing to do with peace and very little to do with a ceasefire. It's calling for Israelis to give up their quest to return their remaining citizens. 100 hostages, 460 days, and a lot of uninformed celebrities looking for relevance and validation from one of the angriest mobs this earth has ever seen. Share this video.